Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning the 144,000 chosen ones that many people would have read in the Bible, and many people have their interpretation of what it really means. But I'm going to try to explain it for you, knowing that the greatest mystery can never be known intellectually. It must be only by experience. Yet I'm going to try my best to get you to understand where I'm really coming from. Now, this state of consciousness of which the Bible speaks of, where it speaks about those who have that mark in their forehead, is speaking of a way of thinking. It is speaking of having insight from a certain angle. And these are the people who would understand the mystery of 9. In other words, the highest. For there's no number higher than 9. That's why it's 144. You add it up and you will get 9. And as I said before, there's no number higher than 9. 9 is the highest number. So when you start to count, you start from 0, you come up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then when you reach 9, you start over again. Okay, that's why 10 is a 1 and a 0 and 11 is a 1 and a 1. Okay, so the highest state of consciousness is what the Bible is speaking about right here. Because the Bible is a book of mind science. The Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. So those who believe that the Bible is literal and believe that the Bible is secular history, they've been looking outwardly and think that it's speaking out of 8 billion people, there'll be 144 chosen people. No, this doesn't have anything to do with any form of discrimination or any form of rejection. As a matter of fact, it deals with oneness, because when you come to the 9th power, you would realize that everything is connected. You realize that there's one universal consciousness. You will realize that there's also one creative power, and we all use the same creative power to achieve our every desire. Therefore, my brother, my sisters, you are the chosen if you know who you are. You are the chosen if you learn to take control of your mind. You are the chosen if you understand that everything is for us mental, everything is for us psychological, everything was for us a thought, everything was for us an idea. If you realize that the kingdom of God is within you, and when you discover that creative power that is within you, that all these things that you so designed this world, you can judge them to you, because you would have found your electrical and magnetic side of your existence. So being chosen is not something you just speak. It's something you live. That is why there's a saying that those who know don't speak, and those who speak don't know. Because as I said before earlier on, that the greatest mystery can never be known intellectually. It must only be by experience. And if you read between the lines, you realize that results don't tell lie, and that actions speak louder than words. And still, you might think you understand everything I said there, but it's still in parables. So there's always been a parabolic language. There's always been a symbolic language. And this language is not known by intellect. It cannot be theorized. So many love to call themselves chosen ones and give themselves title. But when it comes to experience, there's certain experience that you can never give yourself. And there's only those who have the experience know of the initiation and how you've been initiated into the mysteries. So, my brother, my sisters, I wanna say to you that we have to realize the power of positive thinking. We have to understand how the mind works. When we understand that, we realize that the 144,000 and the 666 is the same power, but it's how you use the power. So, when many people do not understand the polarity, they do not understand everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. And so they do not realize that by their choice, they could give their superpower away. And so many people speak about the mark of the beast, and many people speak about the chosen ones. But I'm saying, my brothers, my sisters, it all boils down to experience. It all boils down to you being the thinker and the doer. It all boils down to what you're going to bring forth. Because you know a tree by the fruit that it bringeth forth. So my encouragement to you, my brothers, my sisters, is that you must not just be saying that you are the chosen one, but you must live that life. You must walk in that consciousness. You must live in that awareness of knowing who you are. Because I'm going to leave this with you. The divine law of reproduction, which is an immutable law, it states, and you can look around in nature and see it also, that every species and every seed must and will always reproduce after its own kind. Therefore, if someone is bringing a message to you and they have not been initiated and they are just speaking from theory, maybe something they would have heard someone else say, or something they may have read in a book, it's all good, knowledge-wise, intellectual-wise, it's all good to get that kind of information. But when you understand the science, and you know the science because you're a witness, because you're experienced, and you have a message, and you are the messenger, and you are the message at the same time. You are the messenger and you are the message. That is something as I'm speaking about right there. So, whoever you get your teaching from, if what that person is saying is based on what they would have experienced, then those of you who are in the right alignment with such a one would get certain experiences in your life that no one else can take away from you, or no one else can know. Only you alone will know. And that's why you would live by what this person says, because you put it to work in your life and you prove it for your own self. But if you feed upon the things that have been said by someone who get it out of a book or who just intellectual, you just become just like that. Because every seed and every species must reproduce after its own kind. That's why you have all of these different religious denominations reproducing back after their own kind. So a Baptist bring back a Baptist, a Methodist bring back a Methodist, a Seventh-day Adventist bring back a Seventh-day Adventist, and so on. Okay, but when you do not bring yourself together and form these kind of groups, because you believe in oneness and you believe you are all connected. When you have that kind of belief, it's because you can accept life. And you do not see life on the basis of right and wrong, because you know nothing is good or evil, but thinking make it so. You understand this illusionary world, and you do not get trapped in this illusionary world because you understand how thoughts work in the mind. And so you hold yourself responsible for everything in your life. And because you're willing to do that, you know that you are chosen. And you will recognize another who is chosen. Because everybody is saying they're chosen. Everybody is saying they're chosen. Okay, but I'm saying to you, it's a certain experience that you would have. There's a certain initiation to come into certain things. Okay? And those who have come in would lead others to become leaders just like themselves. Not to become followers, but become leaders like themselves. So, with that being said, my brother, my sister, I just want to encourage you to believe in your chosen power. Believe in your chosen self, which is your true self, your true essence, a higher self, your God self. You have been chosen even before you came out of your mother's womb. That cosmic light would have shone upon you out of millions and millions of sperm. You have been chosen. So all of us have been chosen, and that is why you have to find your calling. You have to know what is your purpose. You have to fit in the family, and you definitely find your creativity. You find your ability. Okay, you fit right where you're supposed to be fitted in the family. So it's not just about talking, okay? So with that being said, my brothers, my sisters, I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you listen to me, what I'm saying, it makes sense to you, it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm encouraging you to definitely to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, I want to say to you, if you would like to follow me on Instagram or you would like to follow me on TikTok, you can follow me at BlackMadGuru. And if you feel strongly led to support this work because you've been blessed and encouraged and built up by these kind of teachings, there's always a PayPal link. Feel free to do so. Also, if you would like to be a part of our Patreon community, you're most welcome to be a part of our Patreon community. And I want to remind you that I have a course there for people donating at least $20 or more. It's called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And it's all about teaching you how to get in alignment with the sun that is within you, the light that is within you, so that your light will so shine in the things that you would do in this world, that they will behold your good works and let your works speak for you. Okay? Your works will always speak for you. That's why it is said that those who know, they don't speak, and those who speak, they don't know. Let your work speak for you. Find your purpose and prove that you are a chosen one. So, with that being said, my brothers and my sisters, I want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.